What is this? A lost lamb wandering into my containment cell. And what could you be doing before me now? Could it be that you are a human subject, after all these years of being refused? No. Well, you don't seem to carry the pestilence, so I believe you. Though there is something strange in your being here, if that's true. What I'm more interested in is how you got in here. Are you aware that there have been long-standing sanctions that I cannot have visitors in my cell? It would be a miracle that you haven't been called out by the staff monitoring the cell. That's also not to mention the guards posted outside. What about them? However you got in here, you must be as smart or even smarter than those currently studying me. Lord knows they cannot understand what I am doing to save them all. The pestilence still runs deep in this world after all. So, pray tell, what are you doing in here? You're risking quite a lot in coming into this cell, you know. Come now, speak up. I have very important business I was working on before you barged in, so make it quick. Though you have risked so much to get to this point, you came simply because you were curious. I may have complimented your intelligence before, but this was quite the foolish thing to do for simple curiosity. Though any great researcher would do well to have that kind of curiosity. If I were your superiors, I would have you promoted on the spot. Well, here we are. Be sure to stay a distance from it. The creature on the table right now is riddled with pestilence. I'm sure you at least understand why you can't come up close just yet. Yes, it is a sus domesticus, or as you would say, a pig. What? What is so funny? Do not think that I do not see that giggle from you. I'm starting to regret bringing you here. Anyway, as you can see, I have been doing some work to purge the pestilence from this disgusting creature. It will just be a bit more work before I can consider it cured. In fact, I am nearly finished, so you may want to stick around to witness this. The pestilence. Is it really so that no one I've spoken to understands it at even a basic level? The pestilence is very dangerous, and so many outside these walls have already succumbed. I work tirelessly to study those with it, constantly operating to one day be able to rid the world of its sickness. Even within these walls, the pestilence runs amok without restraint, affecting many even within your ranks. That does not mean I find that same sickness within you, but it also does not make you clean, as you have likely interacted with those that are sick. I do so loathe the lack of human subjects for my experiments. With no human test subjects, I cannot get the necessary information I need in order to purge the pestilence. The closest thing I have been given in this regard is an orangutan. Although it was instrumental to gaining information on the pestilence, it was not nearly enough to gain any real progress. Those damn researchers watching me from their chairs, knowing nothing of the pestilence and not caring a bit for mine and their own plights. Such worthless excuses for scientists. It makes me angry just thinking about it. It makes me want to... Is that the smell of lavender? Clever one, aren't you? To bring something like that with you, you must know a lot about me. Perhaps even still, you are smarter than I thought. Someone like you ought to be one of the higher class researchers, yes? Class D. As I thought. The Foundation must be a gaggle of idiots to have someone like you so low in their ranks. Even the researchers that have interviewed me haven't been so well informed, nor have they been quite so agreeable with me. You are definitely quite the specimen, you know. If I was not enjoying your company so much, I would cut open your head and study your brain to see what makes you tick. Now, do not worry. I will not hurt you, for now. I am simply saying that your company is a much appreciated change from the usual drab that happens in this cell. It would be such a shame if you were to fall ill to the pestilence when you leave. There we are. It's finally done. Take a look at it. Doesn't it look beautiful? A being completely free of the pestilence. It is always nice to see the work come to fruition, even in this horribly flawed manner. Though I can cure those that end up in my custody, it sadly still brings me back to square one, as even with this, the world at large is still sick. So you see, if I could bring this kind of freedom to the world, only then could I cure them all of their sickness. Doesn't that sound wonderful? What's this? You seem quiet. Is there something wrong with what I've said? I see. So you are as misguided as the rest of them. Though I can tell you are not quite as ignorant, so I am not quite as angry as I might have been. No matter, we can work on it next time you come visit. Why, yes, of course there's going to be a next time. I can't lose you just yet. This is all turning out to be so interesting. In fact, though I care not to dissect you, I do want to study you. Although it looks like our time together may be cut short. The researchers seem to be catching on to what's happening. Though you may have distracted them from looking in here for a while, it is only due to my intervention that you are able to stay as long as you have. Now go, before you are caught in the cell with me. The last thing I need is my newest fascination to be thrown out of the facility. And if you do end up unscathed, I will be glad to assist you with your next visit. Be sure not to keep me waiting, my newest test subject. If you do, I may just come find you. And if I have to come to you, our next meeting may not be so amicable. Do you understand me? Good. Now, until we next meet.